Stuff here.
Operator error.
We were live, but we didn't have
We weren't
camera
quite
on.
live. Not live yet.
Jade,
I'm waiting for people to.
where do you see?
Oh, there we go. Well, welcome everybody. We are back live from Frog, and you will notice some very significant changes if you have been.
Mike grew his hair out.
Yeah.
Oh no, not that.
No. First of all, a more beautiful setting. That's number one. Secondly, a more beautiful co-host. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with my good buddy Mike Sokol, but I'm Tony Barthel from Stressless Camping, and my co-host.
I am Peggy Barthel from Stressless Camping, and our guest.
And I'm Sean Yun from Lippert.
And so as you can tell, we are in the Lippert Scoutmobile, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Coming to you live from the Elkhart County 4-H Fairground in Goshen, Indiana. And so I think we'd start, as we have been doing, with just kind of some what we saw at Frog today.
Rain.
Yeah.
We saw rain.
A lot of rain.
Yeah, it just, and it wasn't just like the sample rain that we might get where we're from. This was the industrial strength. Like, I'm going to test your entire RV and its seals to see just how well it was made. So if there is any potential for leaks, well, we're at a Forest River owners group.
Right.
There's no leaks.
There's no leaks. So some of the things that happened today in relationship to the rally, I was going to say at the rally, but there were some field trips. So some people were out around the area in the rain on field trips.
Yeah.
And then the seminars included an art, a weaving class.
Like basket weaving.
Like wool weaving.
Oh. And so the people who attended were not sheepish about it?
Probably not. I didn't get to go.
By the way, you have not been forewarned. Puns are me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're usually pretty bad groaners like that. So what Peggy and I did today, we did not attend any seminars.
We did.
We did go visit ABC Upfitters and watch them put a better system in a Thor B van, and that was really interesting to watch the process of how they upfit their systems with the solar and lithium and all of that. And it's just a quality operation. And they've recently expanded because thanks to those of you who have bought solar and lithium solutions from ABC Upfitters, they have been able to expand significantly.
Right. But before we got to ABC Upfitters, we made a very important stop whenever we're in the area. And really, we've been here like 8 days and we hadn't done this yet. So it's kind of amazing. But we finally went to Rise and Roll and had our donut fix.
Yeah.
They call these donuts Amish crack because they are so addictive. And they're so delicious. And so we took those to ABC and shared with them.
Yeah. So, we're trying to slow the spin of the earth by increasing its gravity by eating donuts.
Right.
So that's what we did today. And then came back and shopped all the vendors.
Yeah,
and
we did go. We did spend time in the vendors' booths and did some shopping, did some talking, learning, and some like window shopping, like, oh, I wish we could buy that.
Well, and that brings us to Lippert, and we did some shopping here at the Lippert booth today. We haven't made a purchase yet, but we will.
We've been making our shopping list.
Yeah, we're kind of like, the way we do things is we're like, nah, we don't need one of those. Wow, that thing's really cool. Well, it might be good.
Well, do you want to get? Well, maybe let's think. Oh, let's get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So today, for example, we saw, we have been eyeing, they have an octagonal, one of those really easy to put up tents.
Gazebo.
The screen
gazebo. And if there was ever a test of that thing in the weather, it got it today and it passed with flying colors.
Yeah.
So that was pretty great. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We have a few other things that we would like to share. And not only is our environment much more beautiful, we actually have videos to share like we're a bunch of doggone professionals. It's kind of crazy.
Sean, what do you want to tell us about first?
Well, we can talk about anything you like to. We can start off with the what was it? The chairs.
Okay.
Chair. Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to see a video about the chairs?
Yeah.
Watch me go. Watch me go. So we just find the files. Now, if I was a true pro, I would have loaded
Lined
these in
up
advance.
so you didn't have to look for them. There we go.
So that's one of the offerings that you guys have right here at Frog. You could come in to the Frog Rally and you can walk out with those chairs. Oh, assuming you paid for them.
You
Yeah,
could
yeah, right,
pay for
right.
them.
Yeah. We'll just say they've all been paid for.
Okay.
In the past. So, yeah.
And tell me a little more. I mean, the video was cool. Tell me a little more about, because I think, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
This is how my brain works.
Okay.
So if you think of Lippert, you probably think of the chassis if you're on a towable, or you think of the slide mechanism or the suspension, or now with Furrion, you might think of your air conditioner or your refrigerator or your other appliances. And you may not realize Lippert has a whole collection of stuff you can buy from the RV industry experience. For example, a few years ago, being who I am, I ran my awning into a tree because, and I called Lippert, and the lady I spoke with was so patient and knowledgeable. And we got not just an awning, but we got the smart arm. And oh my, that was nice. So I encourage everybody to run your trailers into the tree, wreck your awning, and then buy a new one. Or maybe just buy
a new one without the hassle.
But we were talking about chairs.
Yeah, we're talking about chairs. And so Lippert has a new, I think you used the technical term stuff.
Yeah.
That's the proper term.
Yeah.
But we have a whole line of stuff. And we normally refer to it as outdoor lifestyle furniture.
Oh.
So that is the new part of it. You see a lot of things that are within Lippert that are inside the RV. Granted, we're also in automotive and marine. We can get there later. But for now, we'll focus on RV. And the line of chairs that we have are like bag chairs. So they're camping chairs. They're easily, movable, and you can take them different places, soccer games and such as well. But they can fold up easily. They're heavy duty, and we have an array of colors. So I say an array too.
Well, that's an array.
Gray and sand, pretty much. But
they do feel good to sit in. They're like sometimes at our size, sometimes we sit in a chair and think, I better only halfway sit because this is gonna collapse under me, and that is certainly not the case with these chairs.
So we have some chairs that are rated between 300 to 500 pounds.
Wow.
So they're solid chairs, right?
Yeah.
So and pretty much you can sit in any of the chairs that you want to, and they just feel great. They're padded. Some of them are more padded than others, but they offer a lot of support. So, and not only do they offer support, the frames are steel, they're powder coated, and so they'll hold up a little bit better.
Yeah, yesterday when we were, as part of our evaluation process of the gazebo, there were chairs in it, and we got a few of our friends, and we were all sitting around and having our little gathering.
We took a 20-minute break in the gazebo just to test,
and our
the chairs.
Backsides got to conduct a full test, and our behinds were quite pleased.
Yeah, and we don't have a time limit when you come to the rallies, how long you sit. But we can't promise that you won't fall asleep or take a short nap.
Now, is snoring permitted?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
we'll allow it. We'll allow it. Yeah. We can talk over that.
Yeah.
So, and we'll take pictures too to show off. So
there you go. Good idea.
Yeah, I know these are. We had talked about some things that we wanted to talk about, And things we hadn't mentioned were things that we gave several seminars, and I had advocated you also have propane sensors
Yes.
that just magnetically go on the bottom of the tank. And those things, they're fantastic.
Yes.
I love those.
What
And
do you love about it?
they just work.
They
It's
work
right.
good.
You're
It's
in
a
your
program,
RV and you're like, hey, do I have any propane? And
Yes.
it's to the 1%. It's 1% increments. And so you can see, yes, tank 1 is full. And now I know why the heater is not working, because tank 2 is not.
Tank
Right.
2 has
Yeah.
3%
Yeah,
in it or
right.
something.
Yeah. Time to get the tank
So,
refilled.
I mean, it's
Right.
just, it's such a logical thing, because otherwise you have to pour boiling water over the tank, and that's a whole not thing. Or there's always tricks to know.
Yeah.
Or you just
And this
take
is
your
just so
phone out
easy. Yeah.
and go on your One Control app, and
Absolutely.
you see, oh, I've got, I need to fill that propane. So
And they're installed just by a magnet. So
Yeah.
if you change tanks or whatever, you send it out to be filled, and you don't want that to go with it. You just pop the magnet off and put it back on when it comes back. So
Right.
yeah,
very secure.
it's a good thing. And we also have the sensors that you put in your refrigerator and freezer.
Yep.
Mhm.
Temperature sensor.
Yeah,
Mhm,
those are also nifty.
Yeah.
So in addition, they make a lot of cool stuff. And that's and Oren, our buddy Oren, who is, by the way, our tow expert in our Facebook group that we run. He does remember my awning incident with the tree. So yeah, I do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He just wrote something else. Oren's active tonight,
Yeah.
but I can't read that.
And he
far away.
says that links to this on the Stressless Camping website would be great. Yeah, we'll put a recap of these with the show notes and all of that in it at stresslesscamping.com. So come and visit us. It's our home on the web. And we had some other goodies. Pardon my reach here, everybody. It's like what's the next item we'd like to do? We have our list,
yeah.
so we have notes, because I have CRS. I can't remember stuff.
Can't remember stuff. How about the Furion Trekker?
Yeah, I think
Portable.
that's a big surprise. You have an example right here.
Yep.
So let's look at that video.
Yeah.
And it's something I didn't know that Lippert had.
It's fairly new. I mean, portability for one, and just being able to charge your things, right? Your phone.
Yeah.
If you're going off grid, it's important to have something, because people still want to be in touch,
Right.
to some extent. So, but we offer 3 different models: 1,000 watt, 500, and 300. And they can, when you run them down, they take about overnight to charge, and you get back going again for the whole day.
And so a few things that I've noticed on this.
Yep.
Okay, so here are my criteria on liking this type of gadget. Standard connectors. So this, if you have solar panels, you can charge with that. Standard, I know some of these portable power stations have proprietary connectors. I like standard because you can mix and match, right? The outlets all have a place. If you have a grounded outlet, that works. And look, you have a high and standard output USB-C 2 and 2 traditional USB, and the cigarette lighter. They don't even call it
I
that
don't even know
anymore,
what that's
right?
called.
The power port.
Yeah.
So
DC.
pretty neat. Hey, we have a video about that
Oh,
too.
how about that?
That's
Let's
right.
watch that. That's why I was getting up. So anyway, Mike and I were talking about these type of power stations as not just good for camping,
That's chair.
but oh, you're right. Look at that. Oh, all right, boy. You talk about amateur hour. But also for emergencies. Power goes off.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
I mean,
emergencies, and you talk about getting the 1,000 watt one. Heat machines, people.
oh yeah,
Yes.
Coffee.
yeah, coffee makes well, yeah. So this, I think, finds a lot of people that buy. Yeah, so there you go. And as you said, for if you are an advocate or a fan of boondocking, which Peggy and I are,
Yeah.
we love off-the-grid camping.
These things come in really super handy for those little things. And you all know we don't use a coffee maker, so we don't need it for that.
Well,
but we use our phones constantly.
Right.
So,
yeah, so that'll charge
we
your
always
phone.
need a
That'll
phone
charge.
charger or running the Starlink.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? I was talking about a 12-volt Starlink system. There it is, right? You plug your Starlink into that. You don't, and even some RVs, of course, have inverters, but if it's a larger inverter, you're consuming a fair amount of your battery power with just the inverter. And having something like that, now you can run your Starlink, or you can charge your portable devices,
Or you can make your coffee.
or you could make
Yeah,
your
that's what
coffee,
you do.
or you could blow dry your. Oh, probably not.
Possibly. Just
Possibly.
just
Probably.
your beard. Yeah, just your beard. Yeah, and it's nice too. So like not having a trip hazard, running an extension cord to your chair, right? So
Yep.
it's on your table, and now you can charge with your charge cord into there. So
Well, here's what. So we bought a smaller pellet smoker,
oh yeah,
and it's a great match because
Right.
they really don't. Once they're up and running, they don't consume a lot of energy. You could smoke a brisket.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
Let's try it. I think we should. Try
I think we
I
should
think-
definitely
Well,
try.
the bad thing is we brought so much stuff. I didn't bring the pellet smoker, and it was
We
specifically.
keep
I
overpacking
know
the
Yeah.
truck.
It
You
was-
brought
Get in the
margaritas.
smoker.
I mean,
I brought beer.
Okay.
So-
Beer.
Yeah, so
mean-
we did not bring the pellet smoker. We need a bigger truck.
Yeah.
So for more stuff.
More stuff.
More on
stuff.
that another day.
Yeah. Yeah, the operative term there being moron.
Okay. What's next?
Yeah.
What do we have? We can do. How about the Thomas Paine mattress?
Oh, so okay.
Oh.
So if you bought an RV, what was probably the first thing you swapped?
I
Yeah.
agree. This is a popular item.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Hey, Tony and Tina are here. They're probably from
They're
the
probably
other side of the
outside.
Yeah, TNTRV YouTube channel, great people, and they're here too. And they are.
They use it to power the Keurig.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so coffee, there you go. So we were talking about, you buy an RV, and almost invariably the mattress is terrible.
Yeah.
But then you're thinking, well, I'd like to replace the mattress, but it's a short queen, or it maybe folds, or there's all these different things where RV mattresses may not be the same size.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
in Lippert's world, we have I guess we have more than one option, but the main one is the Thomas Paine mattress. It is a foam mattress. We do offer 4 different sizes. You touched on those: the king, narrow king, short queen, and regular queen. So those standard sizes, and 10 inches of memory foam. So you're talking about that much.
wow.
So
Yeah.
9 inches of the main part, and there's an inch of the charcoal infused cooling gel on top.
Huh.
Okay.
So you'll sleep a little bit cooler. Firmness, I would say it's about a 9, 8.5, 9. So it's firm. And what I've noticed is that older folks, I mean, I say older, but that can be any span of time, right?
Right.
I'm older, but I do love the Thomas Paine mattress. It sleeps really nice. And there's also a washable, removable cover.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
You can do that.
That's
Yep.
that's
That's nice.
different.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a video about
Oh,
that
another
too.
video. There we go.
Let's
Oh.
watch. We have a bunch of videos about all these good things. So it's me again, everybody. I will not put the chairs video
The
again
third time.
for the third time. It was good.
They got the crimps.
I'm curious to know what the difference is between a queen and a narrow king.
About I think 5 inches.
Okay,
Mhm.
it's like in between
Oh, I'm sorry, king and a
narrow king versus a queen.
A few inches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's not that much difference
it's not a
between
whole
a king and
But you'd be
king
surprised
and
at
queen.
how different they are from RV to RV.
I bet. Yeah.
You know.
So last year we got to go to the factory, to your plant that makes them.
Yes.
yes.
And with the furniture factory, which first of all, we have a story at Stressless Camping about that. It is fascinating. It is a huge operation
Yeah.
that makes all kinds of
That was
furnishing.
my request. Like we got to see previously the chassis plant
Yes.
and the welding shop and that, and I said, can we go softer? I want to see couches and cushions and mattresses.
And but we at the end, we went through the tour with poor Kim, who had to babysit, yours truly.
You weren't giving her trouble, were you?
No, but at the end, there's all the mattresses, so we had to test them.
Right.
And those Thomas Paine mattresses. In fact, I think both Kim and Ryan said they have them at their house. They liked them so much that they were comfortable. So there is, it is nice to have a good night's sleep.
Bill wants to know if we're going to be able to rent a pellet smoker while we're in
I
the
saw
UP.
that. Yeah. So look at that. So our buddy Bill,
we'll be traveling with him to the UP, and I don't know if we'll be able to.
I don't
It'll
know.
be fun.
But wouldn't that be? Oh, it'd be great to go get a brisket and rent a pellet smoker and use our
see what
portable
happens.
power station and just I mean, you have to test these things. It's
right.
We're not just pretty faces.
Not just.
We're not even pretty. Well, I should speak for my own self. I just insulted 2 people on live video. What a boy! No wonder we don't do these that often. I'd fire me.
One more note on the Thomas Paine mattress. In the lower 48, once you order through us, it's free shipping.
Oh wow!
So that'll save you a ton of cash.
Yeah.
When we've called where you can buy the product online, the people are so knowledgeable and just friendly and helpful. It's not, a lot of times you call for something and it's like, boy, you really don't care, do you? But that's never been true when we've called Lippert for anything. It's just there's a bunch of cool stuff, and we're going to get to that too. So there we go. Oren, our buddy Oren he's always the man with the comments. So, and then we've talked mattresses, we have talked camp chairs, we've talked going portable power, but this is something I had no idea that you guys made.
Oh, this is in my basket.
Yeah, do you ever, those cartoon characters where they see something and they're like, ooh. That was when you told us about this and we saw this
My
video.
eyes popped out.
Yeah, it was like, gotta have that. Because we all, so we're alluding to this. I have another video. We all go camping, and there's 2 things I think we all deal with. Strange air and strange water, right? It's if you camp, well, they say the average person only camps 72 miles from home. But if you're like us, it's probably that's the same air and same water. But if you're like us, we travel all over the place, and like my allergies here are just going off the charts. I'm used to New Mexico where there's we have tumbleweeds and rabbits.
We do have cottonwoods.
We do.
Crazy, but anyway,
but another thing we all deal with is strange water, right? You don't know how old the campground's water system is, or even the water in your fresh tank, right? You might think, I'm just going to drink out of my fresh tank. Well, what if you haven't? So we have a solution. I'm going to show you the video first this time, and I'm going to pick the right one.
Pick the right
Just
video.
watch me go. Watch me go. you go. It is a water filtration system that you can. Okay, I know. Like I see Oren there. Oren is a plumber. Oren can install any fixture and anything.
Yeah.
It's a water system that even Tony.
I think we
can
can even
install
install this ourselves.
in your.
If any of you have been following us long enough to remember, one of the few YouTube videos that we've made, Tony blindfolded me and actually gave me 5 glasses of water, one from the garden hose all the way up to the current filter that we were testing. And I identified which filter he gave me on each one because I really like my water, but I really prefer it to taste good.
I think we all do. Yeah.
So this is a water filtration system that you install like under the sink of your RV or even in your house.
Yeah, in your house,
Mm-hmm.
in your van.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there's a ton of van RV, campers out there.
Yeah, a lot of van lifers.
Van life.
I mean, it can go anything from a $1.5 million motorhome to your vintage trailer if you have a water system.
Right? Yeah, we don't discriminate.
That's right.
That's right.
So it operates on 12 volt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And it just comes. You take the connection to the faucet off and run it into the filter, and then out from the filter.
Yeah, up through the water spigot. So, for example, like some people have a soap dispenser they don't use, and they will remove that and put the faucet there.
So it's its own dedicated faucet.
faucet.
So then you're not wasting filtered water on washing dishes.
Right.
Yeah, and you're not lugging in 30 pounds of water by the case, right? So you have your water bottle that you can reuse and wash. Things like that. So I think in the clip it highlighted it's about 2 liters or about a half a gallon per minute that it spits out. And I don't think it mentioned it in the video, but it's good to up to 33,000 gallons of water. So, yeah.
And I mean, if a concern of yours is plastic water bottles, that's gone.
Over.
Right?
You just use your reusable tumbler that you can buy at stresslesscamping.com.
Wow, that's whoa. Plug. That's right. Oh my gosh. But yeah, and make your coffee with good water. And again, since it comes from the same place as the water going to your kitchen faucet, it could either be your freshwater tank or park, your park water or whatever. So that's something I didn't know, and that is a good thing to get.
Yeah. I mean, and who wants the bacteria, and you don't know what made you sick, right?
Right.
So that's another feat within itself of trying to figure out. So having good water.
I know of 2 people who've gotten bacterial infections from they believe RV water. Yeah. So and one it was pretty serious.
Yeah.
So this eliminates.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, it's just
Yeah. Another nifty thing. See, if you're here with us, look at what you're learning.
Is it AC or DC powered? It's 12 volt.
Yeah, it's a 12 volt.
Yeah. I think someone's converted to 110 before, just because
they
had
you just
get extra plug down there. So.
And Tony and Tina, I can't read it that way.
Oh, it sounds interesting. You would not have to haul the Berkey around.
That's right.
Yeah, that's one fewer thing.
So if you don't have a lot of counter space and you have a Berkey that takes up 3/4 of your counter, this would solve that.
Well, we have one of those portable water filtration thingamajiggers at home.
Right.
And we left it at home because we didn't have the space for it. Well, there goes that.
Yeah. It's, pretty much about this big.
But it installs under your sink.
Yeah. And it's nothing you have to do. You just turn on the faucet and out comes the clean water.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That is a neat gadget. And I believe we have one more.
Yeah. Correct? Suspension, disc brakes.
Yeah. So something that I learned recently is I think if you have a car that was built in the past, I don't know, 10 years, you've got anti-lock brakes and all kinds of these. You've got disc brakes, most likely. All of that. Well, watch this. I believe I got the right one. Oh, this is the one without the audio.
So we can
So
keep
this is a
talking.
level up system.
Yeah, well, and that's all important. That's all kind of together. I've used this analogy more than once. I'm a kind of a meat and potatoes guy, so I think camping starts with having the right equipment to go down the road, right? And so it's solid. It's really important to have good tires.
Oh
good,
yeah.
good suspension, and then also good brakes, right? Stopping power is everything. I'm the fleet manager for Lippert for RCX.
Oh, okay.
And I deal with about 7 trailers that we have. And my favorite trailer to tow is the one with disc brakes because because I'm able to stop. So the stopping power is increased by 40% if not more, and just the confidence that it gives you when you know you can stop is an amazing feeling.
Well, and drum brakes, if you run through a puddle,
Mhm.
there's a chance that water can get in the drum. Drum brakes is what probably the vast majority of towable
Sure.
RVs have.
Mhm.
But you never find any, like
Yeah.
even the cheapest car you buy nowadays will have disc brakes.
Sure.
And so that's an upgrade you guys offer is
Right.
disc brakes.
Yeah, and it's something that we as Lippert, just as an option for you guys to know that we can install them here in Goshen, Indiana. Make an appointment with us. We can give you a quote and things like that. But I mean, if you don't get it through us, get it through somebody. And I mainly push that for people that travel a lot, right? Full timers, obviously, on towables, fifth wheels, and travel trailers. But it's just a peace of mind type of deal and a safety thing because there are a lot of drivers out there that don't know how to drive. I don't know if you've ever encountered one.
No,
But I mean, they're out there.
Yeah.
And they're not marked.
Yeah, right. Wouldn't that be great? You put like a I don't know, some single signal symbol on their vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at a workshop over the past few days and they described braking distances and how I think with disc brakes it was something like half the distance. It was a significant improvement.
Right.
And again, you cannot go buy a car nowadays that does not have disc brakes.
Yeah.
And now why would you want that on your towable?
Mhm.
So it improves heat dissipation.
Yes.
If it gets wet, it's just one spin of the brakes, it's basically dry.
Right. Fewer components to you're changing pads and rotors now, right? So just like
and you
car.
can visually inspect them without
Mhm.
taking the drums off.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
I mean so many advantages.
Yeah.
Of that type of thing. And Lippert has developed anti-lock braking for trailers.
Yes.
That is ground. You cannot buy a passenger vehicle, a truck, a car that does not have anti-lock brakes.
Mhm.
And now you can get it on a towable.
You can. Yeah. And right now we're, in the earlier stages of this whole process, but you can get them with drum brakes. I don't know what's behind the scenes of with disc brakes, but I hope that's coming because I feel like that's a good thing to have as well.
Yeah, just a big safety advantage, and that it just shows what you have a gentleman, and now his name escapes me, who's doing a lot of innovative new stuff, and it's just impressive what's coming out of you guys.
Yeah, I mean, and we take feedback. We value your insights when you're here at rallies. We ask you questions, and they're, questions that we just want to make your camping experience better. So we want to hear everything. I mean, if it's great, but if it's wrong, let's see how we can help fix it.
Right. So Oren, our towing champion, says nothing like disc brake conversion on a trailer. And Bill Elsbeck asked, are they electric calipers?
It's electric over hydraulic.
Okay.
So yeah.
Boy, my brain just skipped a beat.
All right.
Look at that. Yeah.
Was that all the products that we
I
wanted
think
to make
that
sure
we had
we
on the
focused
list.
on?
Yeah,
of course,
so
there's
the
like
thing.
hundreds of products.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong. This is not.
But this is like your
list.
sampler platter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Tip of the
platter.
iceberg type of deal.
Yes.
But one of the ways that you keep making changes and improvements is listening. Is there like a group that you listen to?
So that brings me to like my bonus products, right? So that's our Lippert Scouts. Our Lippert Scouts is a community that's run by Lippert, and we value your feedback. We've developed to help you if you're out there and you need help right away. It's an app, and I think as of today we're just under about 18,000 members. But it's somewhere you can go where you're pulling, let's say, you're pulling into a campground at 10 o'clock at night and you just want to go to bed, but your leveling is acting up and you don't know why a light is flashing, right?
Right.
And so you can get on the Lippert Communities app under Scouts for RVs and post, hey, you know what? I've got a so-and-so RV. It's doing this. And can anyone assist me, right? And 9 times out of 10, if not 10 out of 10, someone's going to be up saying, hey, Tony, you need to go do this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Here's how
go into manual mode and
fix
do
it.
this, right?
Yeah.
Here's how you can fix it. And there are people that are very educated about this process and they're willing to help you because, we're a tight-knit community. So
yeah, and you can provide feedback on the products too.
Yeah, yeah. You can give your opinions, you can share stories, whatever you want.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We have a video.
Oh.
Oh.
That's like magic or some sort of something or other. This is my favorite one.
Okay.
RVing is very personal to me. It's about how I spend my time, my space, sharing what I love. My name is Joe Gross. I'm from Sand Springs, Oklahoma. Tried to be there as little as possible because I love to RV. Been a scout about 1.5 years now, just right after the inception. When I got involved, there were about 2,500 scouts. I can remember us celebrating every time we racked off another 1,000 new members. When we hit 5,000, there was a celebration. 10,000 was a celebration, and we're now over 17,000 scouts strong. RVing is very personal to me. It's about how I spend my time, my space, sharing what I love. But I got something from Scouts I never expected. It was just a complete shock. I've grown a whole new group of friends. And some of them I've gotten very close to, almost like family. And not just from the Scouts, but from the Scouts leadership. I mean, this is way more than just RVers helping RVers, trying to make a better experience, which ultimately is the mission. It was kind of a shock to me and a very pleasant surprise. As an RVer, and I don't care if it's your very first RV that you spent $9,995 for the corner special, or you've got a $1.5 million motor coach, everybody's gonna encounter a problem, and this is a single space you can go to that someone's gonna do their best to help you, and if they can't get an answer, oh, wait a minute, it's the Lippert Scouts community. There's factory people there to assist everybody. It's hard to explain. I mean, I really believe in my heart of hearts, it starts from the leadership down, and the way the group is structured and the total climate of the group, it just has a different feel. You can go there, you can feel comfortable, you don't have to worry about anybody laughing at you, picking at you, calling you ugly names, telling you you're stupid because you ask a question, because there is no stupid question. It's about improving the experience, and they mean it. It's not just a slogan, and that means a lot to me, or I wouldn't be a part of it.
Well spoken.
Yeah. So, and you have gatherings with the Scouts and such?
We do, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's called the Lippert Getaway.
Nice.
And when is that?
This one's in September. Yeah, it's going to be in Idaho.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Another thing that we've overscheduled ourselves and can't get to.
Yeah.
But one of these days.
Yeah, absolutely. But it just gives you kind of an idea of the breadth of product, and just the way you guys are listening to us is really impressive. We have these shirts.
That's
because
right.
we went to the RV Owners School.
That's right.
Another thing
That's what we did last year.
Yeah, we did that last year, and that was just terrific. And it helps you. I've always said you're going to have a better RVing experience if the more you know, the the more stress less your RVing experience is going to be. That's plug number 2. But in all seriousness, it's true. And so the fact that you offer these schools for people to come and learn from the people who make this stuff, I mean, that's the bottom line. It's very.
I got to play with electrical circuits.
Oh wow!
Yep.
Very cool.
We learned about how to maintain our slides.
Yeah, we learned how to
about
actually
awnings.
adjust it if it gets out of whack. And
Tony and I have a kind of a habit, philosophy, whatever, in things like the Frog Rally and FMCA conventions. There's always all these seminars and all sorts of things happening at one time. So rarely do we spend time together because there's always more than one thing to learn about. So we divide and conquer, and we each go to our own seminar, and then we can recap it for the other. So when we went to Lippert Owner School, I think slides were the only thing. Slides and awnings were the only thing that we spent the time together on.
Yeah, we both went to those.
Yeah.
So it was just terrific, and that was. We got to even have Jason as a guest on our podcast.
Awesome.
A while back.
Yeah.
And I follow him on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And just the whole attitude of inclusion and sort of the way the team is treated, and we see that when we went through the factory tours, is just super impressive to me. So.
Yep. Do you know where you can find the schedule for the RV Owner School?
I do not.
In the Lippert Communities app.
And the communities app.
Hey,
and
we didn't know that.
There's a lot of stuff there too. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
There's
it's deep.
Yeah.
I was gonna show it, and then it's like there's a live feed going on. I'm like, oh, I don't want that echo going around and around. So, but it's a free app you can download on your mobile device, and absolutely worth getting, especially for free.
Lippert Community, and by the way, if you own a boat, there's the RV, the RV part, the Scouts, and the boat captains too. So if you own a boat that has Lippert components, then you want to join the Lippert the Lippert community anyway.
Yep. Well, if anybody has any questions, we're happy to entertain those, or we have shown you all the videos that I have.
Some of them twice.
Yeah. Well, I like outdoor furniture.
I don't know if we actually said this, but the Lippert Scouts also is a Facebook group.
Yeah.
And that's kind of in addition to the app, then you want to go on that Facebook group, and that's where you can communicate and learn about when the rallies are and when
and our rallies that we attend are also on the Communities app. It gives the dates and where we're going to be at as well, so you can follow us.
So if you have questions, or you need a gazebo or a water filter or a mattress or all kinds of cool stuff, you'll be able to, because that's all here at the Frog Rally.
Should we give them a bonus, like a discount code for
we
the ones that are watching?
That'd be fantastic.
So because we're at the Frog Rally, I'm going to extend this out and be like, hey, 20% off of your retail price of products of anything you can find at lippert.com. And it's good until the 25th, which is next week. And the code is FROG23.
Okay.
Yep. FROG23. FROG23. That's the discount code.
Excellent.
See, watching this, I not only help you spend your money, but save.
That's right.
So enter that code at checkout, and you'll save an extra 20%. And that can be from anything. The products we spoke about today, and let's say you need a new couch, theater seating, you could buy whole new theater seats if you want to, and save the 20%. So whatever is available online in our store.
Wow, sounds good.
That's awesome.
And does that apply here at the show too, or just on?
Yeah, it's for the show as well. It's for the Frog Owners Rally, but since we're doing this special live today, I just want to insert that. So,
great.
Sounds great.
It's as if you all joined the rally.
Yeah, you're here at the rally with us. So.
Virtual.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony and Tina, I think I've spent some more of your money, my friend.
Hi, Adam.
Adam's here too. So, well, I think with that, we have covered some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, really appreciate your time.
Thank you guys for having me. My pleasure.
And thanks for letting us hang out in here. By the way, today, you guys, it poured rain. Even if we had been back in the tiki bar, I don't think you would have been able to hear us. It was pouring rain so hard. and we literally had to drive across the fairgrounds to get here because it was so wet. We couldn't walk.
It was, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it was just dumping. So it was the seal test for everybody's RV.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
And
hopefully
we're
it's
drying
gonna
here.
hold out. I
Yeah.
mean, we just have to make it to the truck.
Yeah.
Well, it looks to be
It's,
rather
I don't hear.
pleasant
I think
outside.
we'd hear it. I think
Yeah.
we'd know if it was
Right.
It
raining
was
right
nuts. We're not used to
now. We
that.
couldn't hear. Tony was watching a video inside the camper, and we couldn't hear the
Yeah, it
video.
literally was the
It was so
computer and the video
Yeah.
cranked all the way up.
Yeah.
All I heard was rain. Well, thank
Cool.
you for
Well, thank you,
sharing
guys.
so
Yeah,
many
thank you,
great
Sean.
things.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
Real
joining
pleasure
us.
spending
Yeah,
time
my
with
pleasure
you.
too. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
to all of
Pleasure.
you for watching.
Yeah, we sure appreciate
Thank you
being
for
here.
letting me be your co-host for a change.
Well, I like you, but I mean, no offense to my good friend Mike Sokol, but I do like you a little bit
A
better.
little. And Mike, we already miss you.
Yeah, but with that, Mike and I are planning to do more live feeds from rallies and that sort of stuff. So if you enjoyed this, then you have something to look forward to. And if you thought this was terrible,
Offer to
You don't have to
babysit somebody
watch.
that night.
So thank you, everybody, and come shopping.
Yeah. And also,
Happy camping. Very cool.